Hello guys, I'll be talking about diabetes. I developed diabetes 10 or 11 months ago and I had severe diabetes. I had so much higher level of sugar in my blood. It was even as high as 35 points. You can't imagine how difficult time it was. What I did is I tried to have very little food and I maintained sugar-free food, carbohydrate-free food, and I tried my best to control it, and still it did not get as below at 6. It was always above 16 points. 16 points all the time. 30 points, 20 points, 16 points, but never below 16 points. But I tried my best. I had very little food and I had no sugar, I had no carbohydrate, I didn't have rice, I didn't have bread, and this is how I brought my diabetes under control. And it's not just under control, it is in remission. Diabetes remission. If you take exercises, if you are a football player, there will be no problem with your diabetes. So Ramot came and he told me that he developed diabetes. I asked whether do you play football. He said that he used to play football. He stopped it 2 years ago. And I said that start it. If you again start football playing, then you don't need to worry. Eat whatever you want, whatever you used to do, you do. There will be no problem. You just play 1 hour, 2 hours football every day. There'll be nothing to worry. But you can't play football. This is a problem with you. As you can't play football, if you can't play table tennis, if you can't play badminton, if you don't run, if you don't take exercises, your diabetes will be even worse and worse. And you'll destroy your eyes, you'll destroy your blood vessel, you will destroy red vessel in your blood cells, everything will damage. So here you have your body is full of these holes, a lot of holes, and inside those holes the sugar will get in, and when sugar gets in, it develops energy, it creates energy. Then you run, you walk, you play, you do whatever you want, you enjoy it because you're healthy, you're fine, you're fit. But if you have diabetes, what happens? These holes are blocked. When these holes are blocked, after you eat, after 2 hours of eating, the food will be digested and it will turn into sugar, and this sugar will come into contact with the blood, and with the help of insulin, blood will take your sugar to these cells, right? These holes, these cells. And when sugar is trying to get in, no way, because blocked, because a lot of damage took place and all the cells are blocked, maybe different kinds of reasons. And what happens? Blood sugar can't get into inside the cells, and then the sugar stays in your blood, high level of sugar, and this is how your blood sugar level doesn't go down. So how can you help yourself? There are two ways. If you eat without sugar, if you eat without carbohydrate, then there'll be no problem. But you can't control it all the time. You must make mistakes. You sometimes attend the ceremonies, functions, programs, and you can't avoid these foods. Sometimes you will have good food at home and you can't actually control yourself. So there is no solution. If you control your food, it's good, but there is no solution. The only number one solution, if you take exercises. And if you're a player, just play, don't worry. And if you're not a player, you try hard, you use techniques. Which techniques? You're over the line, you're over the phone. Then you walk and talk, walk and talk, walk and talk. When you are watching television, you walk some in front and then you walk behind. Don't turn back, just walk behind, walk forward, walk behind, up and down, but don't turn back. You just enjoy television programs. You have YouTube, you have a mobile phone, so why don't you have videos in your mobile phone? You watch and walk, watch and walk, watch and walk. So you can either walk and watch YouTube programs, you can either go forward and go behind watching television, When you're over the line, when you're calling somebody, you walk and talk. When you're watching dramas, movies, beautiful programs that you like, then you walk and walk and walk. When you walk and walk and walk and watch, then 1 hour, 2 hours you can spend this how. So by this way you can spend 1 or 2 hours and your diabetes will come down, the blood sugar level will come down. It will take time in the beginning, don't worry, may take 2 months or 3 months, don't worry. I could not get my blood sugar level below 16 for 2.5 months. All the time above 16, maybe 20, maybe 30, like that. The highest I got was 35 points, but I even think that sometime I might have even had 45 points. So whatever, it did not go down 16 points. Even when I walked and ran and I ate no sugar, I ate no carbohydrate, still I had 16 points because I had a lot of blockage. You see, my the blockage, you see the cell points, they were blocked. So when I keep on walking, running, taking exercises, playing racket and all these things, after 2.5 months it started getting down because I have opened a lot of cells. I mean, right? Or I open the mouths of all these cells, and this is how what happens. I eat 30 mangoes. I don't have problem, but it's good to avoid because if you keep on eating bad food that's not good for your diabetes, it will be again going to be worse. So diabetes in remission, my diabetes in remission. I have diabetes but no effect because even when I eat a lot I don't get my blood sugar level above 6 or like that. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.